How do you review the NRMP data regarding the match outcomes? So go to Google, search NRMP charting outcomes. You can add US IMG. If you are a non-US IMG or a visa requiring IMG, just say IMG. Click on the first result you find. Download this file. I'll show you how I would interpret the specific data over here. What's interesting to me is the summary data. You can go to every specialty: anesthesia, child neurology, dermatology, emergency medicine. If you look at internal medicine specifically, you have close to 7,000 IMGs to internal medicine and less than 50% matching into internal medicine. If you look at family medicine, the number of positions are 5,400-ish, and you have 4,600 applicants even applying to family medicine in the first place. So this is showing me most spots are going unfilled. Now let's look at the IMG numbers. You have 1,100 odd IMGs applying and more than 50%, that is around 600 IMGs matching into internal medicine. So if I'm looking at specialties that might not be as competitive, then I would look at the fill rate for family medicine is not that encouraging. Then same thing with pediatrics is not that encouraging, meaning it might be easier for you to get into specialties like family medicine or pediatrics. Then what about the step scores? How do I know if my profile is competitive or not? Let's go to family medicine and review the step scores over here. This is the charting, data for family medicine. And if you see the chart over here, it's mostly a straight line. So having a higher score on your step 2 CK did not significantly improve your odds in family medicine. That's one. Now, what was the range of people who matched into family medicine? If you got around 220 to 230s or even below 220, you do have a good chance of matching into family medicine. That's what this is telling me. Then, if you review the same data for internal medicine, you will find a stark difference, meaning the higher your score, the higher the chance of you matching into internal medicine. But most importantly, if you see this data, most of the people, IMGs who match into internal medicine had a step 2 score of 250 plus. So till you hit 250, the unmatched IMGs were higher than matched IMGs. And this kept covering up till this range. And then once you cross 250, you have a higher chance of matching into internal medicine. Then let me show you how to review the volunteer experience. If I'm building an ERAS CV, I would say, okay, I would require 10 experiences. I would add 3 volunteer experience. Then I would say the work experience. It looks like 2 work experience is good enough. So 5 experiences done. And you have 2 research experience is good. And the rest, you are left with 3 more. That would be your 3 USC or 4 USC. I would consider even going with 1 research experience and then adding the 4 USC for your ERAS. Now let's come to the research section for the charting outcomes, right? I'm looking at the unmatched versus matched. Here, if I have 2 publications or 1 abstract, specifically in internal medicine, I do have a higher chance. So having 1 abstract is better. Then, when I come to presentations, I should list at least 1 presentation. When it comes to publication, it looks like having 3 to 4 publications is going to put you at better odds of matching or in your pool of applicants. So this is how I review the charting data and build my profile.